Okay, looks like we're back on. Scraggles are back on. What do you think about that? There's two people. Yep. Alright, so, hello two people that are watching. This is Scraggles. She's going to be joining me for this, live stream.
Best live stream ever.
Most dog live stream ever. We are on the way to, Knoxville. Hey, Jackerman, good evening to you. On the way to Knoxville, we had a death in the family last week, so, we are heading down there. Now, Lynn Morrell. So we're, yeah, I'm not driving. That is beyond my talent set, and that doesn't seem safe.
People always video while they're driving. It's like, well, that's way too close to my face. Wow.
Yeah.
People vlog all the time from the road.
Yeah, thanks, Jesse. That's, it was our sister-in-law's father. And
Very
he died
suddenly.
Very, very suddenly. He was young. We don't really know what happened exactly, but probably like an aneurysm or
Stroke.
Stroke,
Heart
perhaps.
attack, yeah.
There we go. Now we got Scraggle. She's not a very good passenger, so if she starts doing weird stuff, I may have to sign off or put this down while she deals with her like car sickness. She hasn't done that in a while, though, so we're hoping she chills out, relaxes, and doesn't bark everywhere. I sound tubey? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Hey, Joe, welcome.
This isn't the best road either.
Yeah, it's not the best road either, but it was 4 o'clock, and so that means it's time for live stream.
If you want pens and stuff, you can go in my bag and see what pens and stuff.
You have pens and stuff in your bag?
Yeah, I think so. If you want to go to my bag, well, I don't know if there might be weird stuff, but if there is, sorry, people.
I don't know if I can reach it, actually. The seatbelt won't let me loose. No, you can't reach it. I promise you can't reach it. It's on the other side of the car. Anyway, sorry, the chat kind of goes away quickly. Where to? Going to Knoxville for bag check. Yeah, so we've got down here a Scraggle. This is one of those like pet waterproof type things. Then there's a yellow bag full of dog stuff, food and whatnot. There's Audrey's rickshaw Soho over there, which has pens and stuff in it, but I don't think I can wait. Oh, I got it. So, I do have a bag here. Hey, Beth, welcome. If I missed something on the chat, just let me know, because the chat disappears really quickly on the phone. We have here, let's see, for the city, I just want to check out Nashville sometime too. Yeah, I've been to, oh, you want to check out Nashville, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Nashville's nice.
Yeah, we've been to Nashville. Nice. So she has her, this is a lookout, right?
Yeah.
She has her Naco lookout here, in green. And the first bed she has is this Schaefer. What did I tell you this was?
It's a modern Schaefer Balance 2.
Yeah, Balance 2, that's right. And she got a new nib and section for it, because the old one was busted.
I think it's from Dan Rapport?
From Dan what?
Dan Rapport? Rampart?
Dan Rapport, Rapport, hard to say.
Rosie the dog's owner.
Oh, Rosie's owner.
Yeah.
Oh, Audrey's doing the driving up here. There she is.
I'm driving Miss Daisy.
She's driving Scraggles tonight.
Yeah.
How do you like this new nib?
I've not tried it.
You haven't even inked it up, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, I'm so glad I got this for you at that auction. So
I bought the nib, so it works.
And the other one she has is this one, which is a Carolina Pinco pen that she won in a raffle. Have you inked this one? No, haven't inked this one either. I was here to check out these empty pens.
Okay, so what? You know, I mean, you can still see pens and notebooks and stuff. Yeah. I mean, dang.
Audrey's driving on the wrong side? No, she's on the correct side of the road.
I drive a lot, so.
Yeah, it is kind of reversed in this camera. That's true. Yeah. I don't know why, but there you go. That one. She's got all kinds of stuff in here. Yeah. She's got a Hippo Noto in here. Have you used this yet, Audrey?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Probably.
You're carrying around something this heavy.
Yes. Okay. I mean, what if I want to write a book?
write a book, yeah. Next great American novel from Audrey's, hippo. What do we have here? We have a tiny Clairefontaine and bright.
That has stuff in it.
Okay.
Do you look at the first couple pages? Yeah. Tell them about the first couple pages.
Well, the first page here is MSMA or something.
Yep. That's what I used to do before
so the first few pages here are science. More math or whatever.
Well, math, chemistry.
Sandra loves those little Clairefontaine pocket notebooks. She always has one on her purse. Emergency journal stash. Yeah, that's pretty much what she's got there. Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
Just never know. Let's see what else we got in here. Digging through Audrey's purse or her.
It's not my purse.
She's also got a little traveler that I got her. Getting a nice set of like scratches and stuff on it.
I don't mind that.
It's starting to look like you're traveling.
Yep.
See what you have in here. A couple traveler's notebooks. This one has fall. Ooh. This one has fall stickers on it.
Yep.
Fun. Yep. Try doing this stuff all one-handed. Doing the St. Lupin Extra Pale Ale from Odell Brewing Company since I can't have a beer in the car. Hey, thanks. I appreciate y'all doing my drinking for me. Oh, look. It's traffic time.
We're going towards Winston-Salem right now.
Yeah, we're driving toward Winston-Salem. We're coming out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And, traffic. There's not too much traffic, but we are going through pretty much just before rush hour. So. We have a tiny nail kit.
Look, I know, don't judge me. My best nail file's in there.
What's your favorite nail file, Chef? A camera case with frogs on it? I believe I picked it.
That's not a camera, that's a glass case.
Camera, glass case with frogs on it. An empty pen, please.
Because why not? Maybe
you never know.
I'll pick up a pen.
Get a pen.
That's from the Crusac girls, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the Crusac one. And then she has this other pen case, which is from Claire Rice.
Yep.
Which has sloths and such.
Yeah, the reason why I got it was that one sloth in the middle when you first open it.
Yeah, you gotta love the sloth. The one sloth. Here's the Scraggles. Dog's mouth. Right there. And in this case, she has 45 in the original EPW finish, I think?
No.
No?
That is not a Jonathan Brooks.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks just like a Brooks acrylic.
Nope, not.
Anyway, it's not.
It's just a one-off one that Scott found.
Just a one-off from a while ago.
Yeah. It was before I started working for him.
You wish your dog was as comfortable in the car as Scraggles?
Oh, see? Look at that. I told you.
Although right now she is laying down, which is nice. No, she's set back up. She is not actually good in the car.
Well, this is as bad as she is, so she's not bad in the car.
Yeah, it could be worse. She just sits here and pants for a while. Eventually she'll calm down, but she's just going to pant for a bit. She has a carrot pen sailor in here. Well, nice, or a Pro-Gear Slim, I believe. Full-size Pro-Gear.
I think it's a Pro-Gear Slim, I think.
14K, I think it's a Slim.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've got next here another sailor, the Mother Earth Green, or Earth Mother Green.
What? I mean, that's as much English,
which is really cool. You got this thing here too. None of these pens have ink in them. I think I might have cleaned most of these out or something for you.
I clean them out, thank you. That Paginato, I cleaned that one out recently.
This is a Fred Paginato she has here. She says she cleaned it out.
Yep.
This is a very cool plastic with all these.
Celluloid.
Oh, it's celluloid.
It's a celluloid, yep. It's
very celluloid with all kinds of like little bits in it. And shark fin.
That one had ink in it. I have not cleaned it, so it's probably dried up.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of ink in it,
actually.
Good. Yeah. She got this from Well-Appointed Desk.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Audrey's pens with her. How are y'all doing on this lovely lovely Friday afternoon or evening or dead of night.
Depending on where you are.
You want the carrot pin? Yeah, the carrot pin's really cool. That popped up on Slack, and so I had to get that for Audrey.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love it.
What are you watching? JC, you are watching me in the backseat of Audrey's car. I am riding with Scraggles in case she needs some companionship. She's not the most comfortable in the car. Here's the bag I've been driving her through. That's it. It's a custom art thing here from Rickshaw. You can print all kinds of good fabric. This fabric is really nice, so if y'all haven't ever done that, I encourage you to get custom prints from Rickshaw. So what we're watching here now that there are more people here, and so we are not exactly on the lam now. We had a death in the family, so we are heading to Knoxville to lend moral support and condolences and all that sort of jazz. Romantic? I mean, not super romantic, but So Scraggles and Audrey and I are going down to Knoxville.
Over?
Yeah, that's right. Over to Knoxville. That's the story. And I'm not at home, so I don't have my normal stuff. And so it probably sounds terrible. And it is not steady because I'm actually very tired. But I'm sort of here, petting Scraggles occasionally. She's a silly goose.
Going to my bag.
Anyways, that's the story. And this seatbelt back here, really, she doesn't like me. As soon as I lean back just a little bit, it's like they're going to stay there forever. And my bag that I brought for this trip is this one, which I've been talking about lately. Well, thanks there, Sarsley. We're, it wasn't anybody close to us exactly, but it was our sister-in-law's father, very son, so we're going down to say hi and stuff. Taking live show to extreme places. I mean, the backseat of a Corolla is not really that extreme.
We'll be going on vacation.
Week after, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, week after the Savannah Fun. Are you with your dad and brother at the,
Miami?
What do they call it?
Miami?
No, they're not in Miami. They're in Tampa. At like a TwitchCon or GamerCon. The sound is extremely bad. Well, sorry. So this is the bag that I've been using for the last bit. Testing out this mystery range bag. And it is the dry. Audrey, driving like a crazy person.
I am a very good highway driver, thank you.
Guy in a truck.
Truck, yeah.
Yeah. Truck, yes, indeed. Thanks. Hi there, Elizabeth Downey. Good to see you, too. I got woken up this morning by this little dog yapping her silly head off. Hey, aren't you guys anything about that? You see yourself? Doesn't care. Because the neighborhood guy who comes over, one of the kids in the neighborhood comes over, feeds our cats when we're on vacation, and his mom thought we left last night, so she sent him over this morning at like 30 or 8:45 or something, and I wasn't really I wasn't really up. So Scraggles is making a racket, and I'm trying to find a shirt and stuff to put on to address the door problem. Oh, sadly you're at home. Man, they're just leaving you at home while they take all the adventures, huh? Up to get your own adventure. Oh, good. That's a good Scraggle. That's what you're supposed to do, is lay down and relax. There's a relaxed dog right there. I think Audrey brought way more pins than I did. But mine have ink in them. So So
I keep mine without ink, so they're not going to get all clogged if I don't use them. And maybe I'll buy ink someplace, and then I'll have pens to use.
she claims she keeps them without ink in them so that she doesn't ride with them for a while. They won't get clogged. There's no way they can hear you. There's too much noise.
Well, I'm telling you, you can tell.
So the things that I've got with me today. Favorite game to play on a long car ride as a kid? 20 questions or slug bugs? I mean,
Slug bug? What's that?
punch buggies. You ever heard of that, Audrey? Oh. So you see somebody driving a Volkswagen Beetle or a Beetle bus, and you say punch buggy like yellow or whatever, and you punch them.
Oh.
And I don't know.
Is it the same thing where you like do a thing where you see somebody with one headlight, you do something?
I don't know.
Do you...
Oh, Popeye.
Oh.
Popeye was the one headlight thing. So the thing is, I didn't really take that many like really long car drives as a kid, and my sister's way younger than I am, so there weren't really games. Like I just kind of read a book.
Hopefully the audio is better now because good
the
pavement
road
right
did
now.
change a lot. Maybe the audio is a little bit better. Hey, those of you who are just coming in, I am on a road trip. Audrey and I are going in Scraggles here. Are going out to Knoxville to visit some family who have a loss. So we're in the car going to Knoxville. That's where we are. Hey, Claire, welcome. I was just showing off my photographs a little bit ago there, Claire. So for me, I brought this Penag Sapello. That's a Penag logo on there.
Yeah.
Sapello, Knox Sapello. I've got one of Ian Schoen's.
Ballpoint?
Shoot, what are these things called?
Ballpoint?
Yeah, it's a ballpoint, but
oh, it is. I don't know.
I feel like it has a name. Schoen Design Pen. I feel like it has a name, but I'm forgetting it right now. I haven't had nearly enough coffee today, really. That's the problem. I don't want sugar-free Red Bull. Knoxville and your wife was off to the university there instead of staying in California. Graduate school, University of Tennessee. So, Knoxville is where we were for several years. So then her parents moved, and then her brother moved there while we were there, and then her parents moved down and took over the townhouse that we had been living in. So, yeah, Knoxville's a really nice little town. So we haven't been there in a little while. I don't know, when was the last time we were there?
Well, I mean, was it January?
Might have been. I think it was probably January. We don't get down there as much as we should.
Yeah.
That last semester was rough, though.
Yeah, January. I think.
I think it was probably January last year down there. It should be fun. It's only about 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. Depends on traffic and all that kind of stuff. But from where we live, it's probably between 4.5 and 5 hours. We don't really stop much. Once we get going, we just stay going. That's our jam. We'll see. So sorry if if the image bothers you that it's like bumping around and stuff. Sorry, y'all. That is not a thing I can really help, unfortunately. So, man, this road. It was really nice.
It was nice.
Nuts. The scenery on this drive is kind of shitty until we get out to the mountains.
Yeah.
Really? There's nothing out here. Just
a lot of bow time.
Sure, there's a lot of bow times. A lot of bow jingles and chicken joints.
And people haven't had it, they should try it. Don't listen to Sandra, it's good.
Sandra doesn't like bow time?
I'm pretty sure she said she doesn't like bow time.
What's in the front seat next to Audrey? In the front seat next to Audrey, there are several things with the camera. This is a rickshaw Soho bag that I was digging through earlier. And then that's her purse. And then in the front up there, underneath the dashboard, is our bag of snacks.
And paper towels in case you puke.
Well, I have those back here, too.
Oh, that was in my car already, though.
Yeah. So, I may have overdone it on snacks for this trip, but, we got there and back, like 9-10 hours of driving, so, you're going to need some snacks eventually. When we come back Sunday, let's see, what did I bring? Here's the inside of this bag as I open up the center zip down the front, which is kind of fun. I have a Nocco seed here with my Hobonichi for my writing a page a day thing. Some sweet ibuprofen.
The good kinds, though. Make sure it's all the good stuff.
Oh. This is good. This is ibuprofen, the sodium salt kind. Let me tell you, this stuff works real fast. It's nice. First overrides human. Well, no, I've got this little dog back here. Scraggles the dog, who has finally settled down. She's a bit of a nervous car rider, and so one of us always sits back with her in the back seat, just to sort of keep her company, keep her calm, that sort of thing. I have more stuff. Camera. Did I not bring my... I may have only brought that for expensive stuff.
Got a 21-minute delay.
A 21-minute delay, alright,
Yes.
good. I have a Nemosity pad for making notes. Got my laptop and stuff for doing grading that I have to do this weekend. I'll probably bust that out here in a little while and do some of that. I have a Sinclair that I packed up special for this. I may not have brought my Sinclair full of stuff.
Aww.
That is sad. It means I only have a ballpoint this weekend.
Well, you can ink up some of mine.
Yeah, well, I don't have any ink, so...
Well...
Huh. I'm digging through the...
We will be driving through Asheville.
Should stop in Asheville and get some ink, yeah.
Yeah, origami ink.
I managed to not bring my my Sinclair, so I don't have any pens. That's a sad story.
I have one inked.
Cool.
A Gin House Shark.
And it's got like a drop of ink in it. That's
well,
true. I did get some pen mail today. Pen Chalet sent out a set of Colorverse inks for me to try out, so I'll be doing those in the near future. It was JFK's dog Pushinka and what was the other one? Strelka.
Yeah.
Which is blue. Which is, I mean, it seems like
it's
a
nice
blue.
Yeah.
I put it in a pen. I was gonna bring it with me, and it didn't make it.
But the other one was
yeah,
nice.
the JFK's dog Strelka thing is real nice. It's like a very nice brown, kind of bronzy brown. Origami Ink is amazing. You visited in June. Yeah, it's a really nice shop. Yeah, we might have to stop. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes we just like kind of want to go, just like get where we're going. What does it say the ETA is? 9 p.m. That's not terrible. Not terrible. We'll see how it goes. Also, it might be closed by the time we get out to Asheville. I don't know. I don't know what their hours are, but we're a couple hours out from there.
Oh yeah, and they are retail, small place.
Yeah, they're kind of a small store. I'm not sure they're gonna be open at 7 o'clock when we get there, but you never know. Maybe we'll try it out. It's a really nice shop. We've been there a couple of times. We have a little poodle named Inky.
Inky.
Inky and Scraggles didn't get along very well. Inky wanted to eat Scraggles, so.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Why does the U.S. call a handbag a purse? So then a handbag, we have a purse usually containing cash. How do ladies carry cash? They put cash in a wallet.
Well, yeah.
Or a billfold, sometimes people call it. Or, I don't know, there are other names?
Oh, so yes, I have, this carries cash, which goes in a wallet. Or a wallet, which goes into a purse.
Yeah, a purse is like a lady's handbag. I don't know, why do y'all call a washcloth a flannel? People call stuff weird stuff, man. I don't know.
Why do people call carts buggies?
Yeah, you call carts buggies. I don't know. They do that here, too. So, regional dialects, man, they're all weird. Scraggles, lay down. Relax.
Well, I'm stopping and going.
You really are.
Crash up here, that's why. Left lane's closed.
No, left lane closed, that's exciting. Pocketbook is another name for a purse?
Yeah.
I mean...
My mom will call it pocketbook.
Really?
Yeah. Well, same thing as like credit cards or charge cards.
I mean, yeah, but you can't put a pocket, like a purse in your pocket. That's silly.
That's what it's called, though.
I would think like a pocketbook would be more like a clutch. It's something very small.
Well, but yeah, I've heard it though, yeah.
I don't know, I'm not a lady, so I think I know. Chat's kind of dead today, y'all.
People are out doing stuff.
Maybe you carry coins anymore? I haven't carried a coin in memory. I don't remember the last time I carried a single coin. I try not to. Do you carry a charge card? Is something different from a credit card? Well, I don't even... What else is there? You You have debit cards.
Mike, you didn't show my umbrella.
I didn't show your umbrella. Wrote you a letter. You'll see it next week. Oh, thanks. That's nice of you, Oscar. I'll have to stop into the office and check my mail.
Oscar? Which Oscar?
Different Oscar.
Oh, okay.
Not enthusiast Oscar. He's doing pin show stuff.
Yeah.
There is actually a pin show going on right now in Miami. So, charge card has to be fully paid off each month. Credit card can be part paid off. Interesting. I guess there's only like one of those here in America. It was American Express you have to pay off all the time? Anti-itch cream? Cool.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have an itchy thing on my leg. Some of that on my shin.
And floss.
Oscar 2.0, the upgraded version. It's Oscar Carranza from Slack. You need a pound coin to use the supermarket trolley. Trolley! That's the other thing people call them. The trolley. Yeah, here a trolley is a thing like a streetcar, like a one-car train that goes through a city. I wouldn't call anything else a trolley. Only charge cards in the UK are Amex and Diners. Yeah, I'm not even sure Diners Club is Diners Club even a thing anymore?
I've literally never
even seen one.
I mean, I don't think I've seen one, but I know they exist still. When they show things that are accepted at places, like on gas stations and stuff, Diners cards. Yep.
Oh, all right, cool. Learn something every day. Yep. Now, no, here if you want to use a card at the supermarket, you just grab one. Carry a trolley.
Except for Aldi's.
Yeah, except for Aldi's, but I don't go to Aldi's because
I
don't like my meat green or my canned dented things. And then there's the Aldi's cookies story.
That's...
For about 10 years, Audrey has been, and her parents have been talking about these things they call Aldi's cookies.
No, it's Aldi.
Yeah, well, y'all say Aldi's.
I say Aldi.
You've never said Aldi's. That's literally the first time I've ever heard that. So, I was like, oh, I have some Aldi's cookies. They're like these sugar cookie things. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Because they're always talking about shopping at Aldi's, the grocery store that I don't like. And I'm like, no, I'm good. So I've been turning down these cookies for like at least a decade, maybe longer. And only, when did I find out?
This
maybe
year.
Christmas?
Yeah.
In the last, I don't know, year or something, I found out that she had, was it grandma?
It's my grandma's, like, sister, like my great aunt sort of thing,
I found out they have a great aunt whose name was Aldi or LD or something of that nature. And this is her recipe for cookies. So for like probably 10 years, I was passing up on what our
We
problem
always like, Mike loves cookies and will not eat these cookies.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat them because they're from Aldi's. Like, I don't want those.
She never would buy cookies. She'd always make them.
I know.
That's why I thought it was weird.
That's why I thought it was weird, because her mom makes just buckets of cookies for every occasion. And she has these Aldi's cookies. I'm like, why? There's so many good cookies here. I still haven't had one. She hasn't made them since I've done what they are. So one of these days I'll have an Aldi's cookie, and then I'll let you know how they are. Hey, Scraggles, what do you think? Doing okay? Tell the people hi. Scraggles just doesn't care about being, she doesn't care about things on TV or video or anything like that. That's a good girl. She has her own little bed back here in the car that she sleeps in. Well, never sleeps. She's not going to sleep on a trip. So that she sits in. That's kind of her jam. We are currently sitting still. That's why it's all quiet and not as jumpity around.
So who's in the chat?
I don't know. I can't see who's in the chat.
Oh.
At least, I don't think I can. No, I can't. In the UK, we spell aluminium profit. I don't know. We spell aluminum differently. Cuba, the name of the bus is a Wawa? That's funny. Ooh, like, do you call people like you old-timers just in the Westerns? I mean, everyone knows what an old-timer is. I don't think I would ever call someone an old-timer, though. At least not unless I knew them well and knew that it would be an okay thing to say.
We would say that to people at the factory job I had one time, the senior people. You would say the old-timers, and you know that the senior people, basically.
Yeah.
Scraggles is such a good name for her. Was she scraggly when she was a puppy?
We don't know. The
Probably.
To that question. No. I imagine she was. She was significantly less scraggly when we got her, but she wasn't a puppy. We don't know how old she was. They told us that she was like 3 or 4 years old, and And I don't really believe it because she's grown a good bit since we got her in the last 4 years. So I'm guessing she was maybe 2. But we've had her for 4 years. 4 years like last month or something.
Yeah, in May.
And she had been groomed, we think. So,
yeah.
you know, she didn't have a beard. She was less scraggly, but still scraggly enough that we were trying to come up with a name for her. We call her Scraggles, and that name stuck.
Yeah.
That was her name.
Because the name they gave her was not.
Yeah, her name was Rena when we got her from the shelter, and that's a bad name for her. She doesn't fit. Your imagination, or is there almost many people here? Yeah, I know there are a lot of people from the UK and that side of the ocean. She is great. She's a great little dog now.
Now.
Yeah.
Always prefacing it.
I gotta say now. Scraggles and I did not really get along for like the first few months. But, you know, now we're pals. So. Now I sit in the back seat just to comfort her and give her some pets. Also, it's nice to pet a dog when you're on the road. Yeah. I've actually driven with her and had the window open and stuff, and she doesn't really care about that stuff. Hey, Oscar, see you later, man. She like doesn't put her. I keep waiting for her to put her head outside, and, like hang her tongue out as the breeze goes past her, but it hasn't happened yet. Why didn't Scraggles and I get along at first? I don't know. She was kind of wild, and when we met her at the shelter, she was. It turns out doped up because she had just gotten spayed. And so she was very calm, and then we get her home, and the next couple of days,
goodness gracious,
she was,
oh
wow, it was very mushed.
Wow, what landed on top of that? Must have flipped or something?
Yeah, the truck must have flipped over. I bet that was exciting. Jeez. Oh, it had a camper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was they were towing a camper, or a, what do they call those things, caravan.
Yeah.
They're towing a caravan for all my UK folks. It looks like they must have taken a turn to her or something. The caravan dragged them over, I guess, because that thing was crushed on the side, too. Anyway, so we didn't get along that well because she was like, she'd run around the yard and like nip at my heels when I was trying to work out outdoors. And she was very, very annoying. And I don't know. It was a lot of work, and I wasn't really into it. I kind of just like a dog that chills out. So having a terrier was kind of rough getting used to. I actually wanted to take her back to the shelter, and Audrey would not let me.
Yep.
So that's but now Scraggles and I are best pals, so it worked out. It was just a rough first, like, I don't know, 4 months?
3 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Also, Audrey had chronic fatigue when we got her, and so she couldn't really help take care of the dog, and she was working full time and
commuting.
Yeah, commuting, and when she'd get home, she would just be so exhausted from the work and the chronic fatigue and that sort of thing that really it was me taking care of this dog for, I don't know, all the time. And so it was just a lot of work, and I just wasn't really ready for it. But she's a great dog. She's
calm down.
Yeah, she's definitely much calmer now. So, you know, that helps. But I think also we just kind of got used to each other. But she's just a good girl. She's pretty much, you know, completely potty trained when we got her. A few little, you know, missteps in the house, but not too bad. She was crate trained, so that was good. It was just more work than I was anticipating.
Not destructive at all.
She was, yeah, not destructive. I think she's never destroyed a toy.
No.
Every once in a while she gets in the mood to like chew a dog bone, but not that much. She just kind of hangs out mostly, plays with her friend the cat, chases squirrels in the yard. Yeah, chronic fatigue is draining. I haven't had it, but I don't know. How long did you have the chronic fatigue, Audrey?
I mean, months.
Yeah, it felt like forever. Months and months. Maybe a year? Maybe not a year?
Yeah, I mean, lots of doctor visits, blood work, tested for everything.
Yeah. She got tested for, like, literally everything. Oh, Michelle writes that she has it.
Oh, really? It's not good.
Constant headache all the time.
And it was just so bad just not know. I mean, I know it's a thing, but basically it's a catch-all when you don't know what you have.
Yeah. It took many months before they were like, oh yeah, it's probably the thing called chronic fatigue that you've probably never heard of. And actually my buddy Steve in graduate school had, like, all of a sudden chronic fatigue. And he was the most athletic guy probably in our graduate program, which I know is like a weird qualification, but he was like a pretty serious basketball and like baseball player. and just all of a sudden he just didn't have the energy to
I thought
get
he
up.
had mono, though.
No.
Oh.
I think they thought he had mono
Oh,
because he
that's
had
why.
zero
Okay.
energy, and it just kind of lasted for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I think he's gotten over it. Yeah, we got to. Oh, that's why the sound sucks. The Bluetooth. Hold on a sec. I just noticed your car thought it was on your dash. All right, so can y'all hear me now? Does it sound any better? It only took me 5 minutes to look at your dashboard and see, yeah, much better sound now. No wonder it sounded like shit. So there's a tiny microphone way up in the front of the car, and that was all you were getting.
So you're hearing me.
Oh.
You couldn't hear me.
Y'all could probably hear Audrey better than me, couldn't you? So.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, it only took 36 minutes for me to figure out that that's what was going on, and they could hear you better than me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, if somebody had said I can hear Audrey better than you, maybe I would have figured it out, but also probably not. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, no, you're going to hear me better than Audrey for sure now, because now the sound is probably 4 feet closer. Maybe only 3, but yeah. All right, well, great. What phone am I using to stream? This is an iPhone 8 Plus. 8 Plus? Yeah, 8 Plus, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, skip 9, there's no 8S or whatever, so. No, it's not the signal. Well, it was the signal going to Audrey's car, I guess. I just didn't notice that was happening. So, welp, that fixes that problem. That was your Scraggles update. This guy has a very awesome chartreuse motorcycle. Yeah. So, well, I'm glad that we got the sound figured out. Where are we headed? So for those of you who are just joining or just joined a bit later, Audrey and Scraggles and I are going to Knoxville. There was a death in our extended family, so we're going out to, you know, give moral support and hugs and whatnot to a Knoxville-based family, see them and that sort of thing. We're just going down for the weekend. Week after next, we're going to be going down to Savannah, so that'll be fun. That'll be an actual vacation and not a condolences trip. But this is only like a 4.5, 5-hour drive. We've been going for, I don't know, about an hour now, I guess. Yeah, thanks. It was our sister-in-law's father passed very suddenly, so that was that's the deal. So certainly not the best reason to go down to a you know, visit family, but they said they'd rather we come down and just hang out for a weekend than come out for a memorial service or whatever. I guess they had a very small service. It was only like very close family. Like Audrey's parents didn't even go, and they knew them, so it was you know, just close family sort of thing. So we're going to go down and hang out. Although realistically, we're probably not going to see Rachel all that much.
Yeah,
But
she's gonna come over Saturday.
oh, she's gonna come over Saturday and Sunday? Oh, okay. Yeah. Our sister-in-law and my brother-in-law live like, I don't know, 2 blocks from her parents. So it's pretty easy to get together. It's kind of, you can't walk over because of the way the geography is, but you can drive over very quickly. So anyway, we're headed out that way. We'll probably get there, you know, late-ish tonight, depending on traffic. Yeah. So, let me just go back to the chat a little bit. Yeah, now that people can hear me. That's silly. Yeah. Thanks for the condolences, all. Yeah, we appreciate it. But we actually only met him like twice, and I'm pretty sure he never said a word to either of us. But yeah, it's not just to us. It's just that he was a very yeah, he was like a really quiet dude. One of those people that doesn't really put 2 words together very often. Like, he's very, yeah. His wife and daughter were extremely garrulous, loquacious, other GRE words. What car are we in? We are in Audrey's Corolla, what is this, 2012?
I thought it was
2011 Corolla? It's a very nice little car. I would have another Corolla.
Yeah.
We really like this car. It's got a zillion miles on it because Audrey's been rocking a like 2-hour-a-day commute. So, you know, it's done very well for us. Really enjoy a podcast on Gear Geeks Live. Oh, good, great. Sad that Nick wasn't on though. Yeah, no, I was sad Nick wasn't on too. Yeah, I actually didn't know Nick wasn't going to be there until I got on the line with Tony, and so it was just Tony and I, which was a lot of fun. Apparently, we're both. I mean, he has a philosophy background as well. And we're both interested in law and all this kind of stuff. We actually talked for like another hour after we signed off the podcast, and Audrey was out in the living room, and she was like, "How long is this podcast?" Because I've been doing it for like what 2.5 hours or something. So, but it was great, and I hope I'm able to get back on there sometime soon. I definitely would like to just ping. No, it's it's left hand. Yeah, it's just like the YouTube Live thing mirrors it. Here's the front view. So this is the view out the window. Well, Audrey, wave. There she is. No, it's left hand drive. We're not doing anything crazy. Yeah. Toyota gregarious. Yeah, that's another good word. I like garrulous, but I think this means you talk a lot, but I'm not really sure. It's been a long time since I've used that word. Yeah. Gregarious is like, I don't know, like gregarious is like outgoing and extroverted. But yeah, Toyotas they deserve their good reputation. As far as, I think it was in the shop one time because your satellite radio antenna was messed up.
Well, don't jinx it.
Oh. I knocked on my head. That's wooden enough. But yeah, it's a great car. It's got 160,000 miles on it over the last like 6 years. Man, 6 years. But it's been great. Great little car. Very comfortable. This is the future. Hey, Jesse. No, this is the present. Broadcasting from the back of a car over the interwebs. Yeah. From North Carolina straight to you. There's just gregarious is liking people. Yeah, I'll believe you. Just 115,000? No, 160,000 miles. 160. It's a little bit different. But yeah, she's got a 2-hour drive every day for a commute, so the miles rack up. Although I gotta say, I've never even taken it in for a brake job because she doesn't really use her brakes that much. So 160,000 miles on a set of brakes ain't bad. They're not even squealing or anything. They're seem fine. Do Audrey and I work at the same university? No, Audrey actually doesn't work at a university anymore. She works for Franklin Christoph doing fountain pens. Hey Beth, thanks for joining. So yeah, no, Audrey used to work at NC State, was the university she was in the soil science department there, and that's in Raleigh. So PB Pickett has driven Toyotas over 250,000 miles, money saving and dependable. So what you're saying is you have to have this car for another 100,000 miles.
But I wouldn't do one. It's not fair. I'll want one eventually.
I think this car is still nicer than my Sentra ever was.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is. But yeah, so.
I'm still sorry about seeing Oliver after.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, it's great. It's a good car. Nothing you own has less than that. Nice. So yeah, I teach at UNCG. So Audrey goes east for about an hour, and I go west for about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on where I'm going in Greensboro, which isn't bad for a commute for me, but you know. Your Honda has 250,000 on it right now, Claire? Dang, that's a lot. So I mentioned that her car now, this Corolla, is better than my Sentra ever was, and that's. I never really clicked with my car. We had it for years, 7 years, 8 years, something like that. It was maybe 6 or 7 on the dot, because I think I paid it off the month I got it, and I had like a real long-term loan on that one because I was in graduate school when I bought it. So I traded in my first car, which is my Thunderbird, and I loved my Thunderbird, favorite car. I got this Sentra because I was in graduate school and I needed something that was like kind of basic and not expensive and got good gas mileage because I was broke. And so I got this Sentra, and I never really liked it. It was a fine car, But when I traded it in, I had hit a raccoon on the road, like on the highway, and it cracked the like the wind screen at the bottom of the car. Not like the windshield, but the wind, like the fascia on the bottom. And it was a pretty well, it's below the grill. It's like below the bumper, but anyway, so it was a pretty distinctive messed up bumper grill area. And and I went to the movies one day, like a month or two later.
More. I feel like it was like 6 months later or something.
Maybe she says 6 months, and she's smarter than me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that as truth. And I was looking around the parking lot, I'm like, hey, that's my old car. That's Oliver. And they're very utilitarian. That's accurate. Also, they have these massive A pillars. Those are the pillars that come down the side of the windscreen. And I would lose whole groups of students in that when I was driving around University of Tennessee. Like, people would just step off the curb or whatever, and I would not see. You could pack 5 or 6 people into the blind spot of this car on either side. It was nuts. I will not have another Sentra, and I'm just not interested in that at all. So it was super annoying. Like, if you're driving around where there might be pedestrians, you have to do this number, trying to like hit all your blind spots all the time. It was like, made it look like I was doing some weird dance, or I was a snake or something. I don't know. So anyway, I see Oliver the car. My car was named Oliver in the parking lot of this movie theater, and so I walk up to it, and there's 2 dudes in it, and I sort of motion at one of them because they give me this weird look.
Like, what is
Yeah, like, what the heck is this dude coming up to my car for? And I mean, I'm not that threatening looking a guy, and they were both bigger than me. And I was like motioning to like roll the window down or whatever. And the guy rolls the window, and I'm like, hey, I think this used to be my car. And he's like, what? I bought this car. I'm like, yeah, no, I know. I traded it in. Did you get it at this dealership? He's like, yeah, I totally did. I'm like, dude, this is my car. And so we had a nice chat. It was kind of fun. I haven't seen it since, but it was fun seeing my car in the wild a long time after I got rid of it.
You should ask people if they ever name their cars.
Oh yeah, so Audrey wants to know if any of y'all name your cars, and if so, what you name your car. We're curious. Also, tell me what kind of car it is, 'cause I think that matters.
That helps, yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely matters.
Gadget Stuff asks, what inspired you to get into fountain pens, Audrey?
You?
Yeah, me, basically. I dragged her into the hobby. I don't know, I think you've appreciated good pens, like ballpoints and gels and stuff like that.
I didn't have fountain pens, but I did appreciate having better ones and having variety of different pens and stuff. Yeah.
2 people so far have said they do not name their cars.
My car definitely has a name.
Yeah, Audrey's car. Is this Samuel L. Jackson?
Yep.
This car's name is Samuel L. Jackson.
My other one was Jack Bauer, rest in peace.
Audi's a bit too serious for it. I think you could name an Audi. I don't see why not.
Oh, yes.
Sanders' first Lexus was an ES300 whose name was Lexi.
That's cute.
All right. Usually name my cars based on the letters in the license plate. Last car was Cecilia, and now it's Sylvester. That's nice.
Interesting. I didn't think about that.
Never named a car since high school, and you had a van named the Love Shack.
Ooh. You should tell them your other car.
The Shaggin' Wagon. Yeah, so my Thunderbird's name was Sally the Thunderbird.
It fit. I thought it fit.
It totally fits. And then Audrey's old Saturn was Jack Bauer. Not because it was badass, but specifically because it was not badass, and she was trying to give it that shot in the arm that the Saturn needed. Yep. So yeah, those are our cars' names. I haven't named my truck.
You have not named
It's been 3 years. Have I had my truck for 3 years?
Probably.
At least 2, maybe 3 years, and I haven't named my truck. Just, I don't know. The license plate naming thing is interesting. The problem is the only letters in my license plate are EEE, so I'd have to name it like E, and that's not a very good name for a big truck. 2008 BMW has no name, but our 2014 Lexus is named the Gray Ghost. Had a truck named Sparky because it killed batteries. I like that. Nice. My dad just calls his truck the Big Pewter Wagon. That's the name for it. It's E-Rick. That's funny. I don't think that fits. I don't know. Jess, you'll have to see my truck one of these days. I'll let you help me name it. So I have a black 2013 Ford Focus hatch. Named it Scout 2 after your beloved cat Scout. Oh, that's nice. So Audrey missed not working in her degree field. I don't know. Do you miss not working in your degree field, Audrey?
I'll like read some papers and sort of feel like I'm still in it.
That was a very strong meh. She said she does occasionally read some science papers and feel like she's kind of back in it. How she got into fountain pens was I just started dragging her to fountain pen shows.
And I don't know, she used some of my fountain pens and stuff every once in a while, but she wasn't really, like, she had no exposure to them before. But I think I started dragging her to the Raleigh Pen Show, and it was good. I think she enjoyed it, and so she just kept going.
And meeting nice people.
Yeah, she liked meeting people and all that kind of stuff, yeah. Take it back, call it truck the Beastie, F350 4-door long bed, that's a big truck. Fountain pen philosophy question, is ink capacity that important? I don't recall having a writing session empty to fill a converter, yet ink capacity seems a reason to buy filling systems. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never run out of pen.
How much you're writing.
Yeah, I mean, I've never run out of pen in one sitting either. But we have met people at pen shows who have a serious need for lots of writing ink capacity. Like, there are people that write, like transcribe manuscripts all day, and they'll write hundreds of pages a day, and so they want like a Franklin Christoph 66 they can just fill with ink and write for a day or two.
Do you remember how much that holds? Somebody was asking me the other day.
I think it's like 6 mils or 7 mils or something like that.
I'm like 5 plus. I know it's
at least 5. It's a lot of ink, so you know.
Artists as well.
Yeah, artists a lot of times they use a lot of ink. Like look at Ralph when he does that nonsense.
Joey Feldman as well. He likes to do it, so he has lots of ink.
Yeah, Joey Feldman also uses like massive nibs too. Yeah, Joey Feldman, the artist, uses a lot of that stuff. 4 mils in a 66? That seems low. I think you can probably put 5 in there. I don't know. We'll try it out sometime, or you can try it out sometime. Let me know. But I feel like it's more than that.
66, do you?
No, I don't have a 66. It's one of the few I don't have.
I want to work.
Jesse says when you get into fountain pens, you really get into fountain pens. It's true. Carry more pens to have more ink capacity? Accurate. Also, I never have less than 1 pen on me, except for right now when I literally forgot all the rest of my pens, apparently. Her husband had an Explorer that their girls called Dora. Nice. Dora the Explorer. Can empty Visconti Homo sapiens in a day of taking notes at university. Big ink capacity is a must for you. Oh, interesting. What nib do you have on that thing, Cameron? Because that's a lot of ink. I feel like those Homo sapiens kind of carry a lot. Although it is hard to fully fill a Homo sapiens. That power filler system is kind of a bug.
So leave a lot of it empty?
Well, you can't see the ink capacity. There's no ink window, so you're kind of guessing, and it's hard to fill it fully on, how to know if you filled it fully. Oh. Nope, she says 4 mils is what fits in a 66, so, yeah. How did Audrey end up working at Franklin Christoph? Well, I had gotten to talking to Scott, just because Scott and I and Audrey have been, I don't know, we see each other at shows and stuff, but, yeah, Scott Franklin's the owner. And I got to talking to Scott because we're friends, and he was talking about, well, I might need to hire somebody or something in a while. And I was like, well, let me know if you have use for a slightly used philosopher. And he said, well, if you're serious, let me know. We can maybe talk about it. But when the job came up, I could have done the job, I think. But also, I think it was a job that was better for Audrey, because Audrey is super organized and very focused. And I think this job is frankly better for her than me. And also, her primary investigator at her other job was moving to Oregon, it turns out, and so her job was going to evaporate, because once your grant that you're being paid by moves, you just don't have a job anymore. So she would have had to, I don't know, finagle something to keep her job at the university, or take this interesting job at Franklin Christoph. So that's basically how the job happened. Was it came open, and it was just a felicitous time, basically. Had a fine nib. A couple of 3-hour lectures can do. Yeah, all right. I mean, that's a lot. 6 hours a day or a week is a lot. Yeah. Pelican M1000 with a medium nib tended to last a bit longer. Then the Pelican is a super wet and broad medium. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Nothing's wetter than a Pelican, I don't think. At least nothing stock. Those things are nuts. Yeah, the M1000 is a big pen with a big nib. I guess I can see that. I was not using fountain pens in grad school. Still usually have 3 or 4. Yeah, I used fountain pens a bit in grad school, but I only had 2. Maybe 3. I had 3, I guess. I had a Rotring Core. I had Lamy Vista, and then later on when I was in graduate school and we went to Chicago, I got my Rotring 600, and that was my 3rd fountain pen, I think. Well, I had a couple others, I had a Wing Sung that I found in a pen, like a lost pen cup when I was in college, and you know, stuff like that. But that doesn't really count. It was a big purchase, yeah, and I know I didn't pay full price for it. It was clearance. I wouldn't have been able to pay full price even then. Yeah, it was at the water tower in Chicago. But I always had, you know, lots of pens and that kind of thing. Do you guys ever use a pen until it's empty, or do you ever dump it to change colors? I just ink up another pen if I need to change colors. Otherwise, I tend to use them until I've used them up, or it depends. Like sometimes after I've finished reviewing ink, I've used it for a couple of weeks at least. And so I'm kind of, maybe I'm sick of it, and I'll like put it in a, I don't know, dump it back into the bottle or the vial, or just shoot it into the sink or whatever. But yeah, I don't often fill my converter all the way either. That's another thing you can do. Top off once a week. If I was using an ink consistently, I would probably do that. But I have, like, I don't know, a lot of pens inked. I've been trying to whittle that number down. I think I have been, but it's kind of tough. I don't write quite as much in the summer as I do during the year because I'm not taking lecture notes as much. So, you know, that sort of thing. Open a Dr. Pepper here. I'm getting parched. Man, I haven't had a soda in a long time. I always forget how sweet soda is. The PMS truck is riding past us. I want to show you, but come on. Of course it doesn't when I don't have a hand. That's the PMS truck. It just says PMS in big letters. Can't drink beer on the road. That's true. Is Dr. Pepper my favorite soda?
Technically better than that.
I mean, I guess. Like, I don't really drink soda anymore. I used to just mainline Mountain Dew, like, all the time, and I cannot stand Mountain Dew anymore. It is way too sugary.
Sounds like your new favorite non-sugary bubbly.
Sorry, I'm trying to read stuff and pay attention to Audrey. Mostly I drink, like, what do you call it? It's like, shit, seltzer water, or, I don't know. Anyway, I started drinking some LaCroix, but those taste weird. I know it's LaCroix.
People always hate when you do that.
I don't care. I do what I want. So I was drinking that for a while because I like the pamplemousse. That was giving me a lot of canker sores because it's just so acidic. And then I switched to, there was a key lime one, and I like that a lot. And then I found Bubbly, B-U-B-L-Y, and it is delicious. I really like it. I like the strawberry one the best. Lime is pretty good, but strawberry is the best. And then I got into Dasani's, and there's like a strawberry guava, and it's like a pear something. Pear kiwi, something like that. And I really like the kiwi pear one a lot, so I drink that a lot. LaCroix, the Stella Artois of drinking water, sparkling water. Sparkling water, that's what it's called. How long have we been together? We've been married for like 10.5 years, I guess. And we were together, what, 2 years before we got married? So like 12.5, 13 years, something like that. Hopelessly addicted to soda. It feels like 80 years. It feels like 400 years. Yeah, so the way to get off of soda if you don't want to drink anymore is just don't buy it. That's the key. And so when I go on drives or whatever, I'll have Dr. Pepper because I like it. I think I like Coke a little bit better, but I try not to buy Coke, or probably Barks root beer is my favorite. And that's why I don't buy it, because if I buy it, then I'll like it. If I keep drinking it, I'm going to want to buy it anymore. And then we go to stores on Audrey's root beer, and I'm like, no. Ooh, running out of battery here a little bit. Sundrop? Oh man, I don't, what? No, I can't plug it in, it's not long enough. Yeah, I don't know if, I haven't had Sundrop in forever. That's amazing how little traffic there is. Yeah, so there's not much traffic. Here's what's ahead of us. Just pretty much just a PMS truck. Yeah, we're outside the city now for sure. We won't hit another city until we get to like Statesville, and that's barely a city. So I've heard people describe LaCroix as like the ghost of a fruit drink or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You miss Mountain Dew Code Red. You can't get it in the UK. Code Red is. I never liked Code Red. That was, but I don't like cherry stuff. It's not my jam. You can't. You get the Canadian version with the regular amount of caffeine. Let's see. Oh, for U.S. sodas for Jolt Cola. Jolt was never that popular in the U.S. Like, it's not a mainstream drink. It's one of those things you can find like in a store every once in a while. That stuff tastes like just, I don't know, fermented ass. It is gross. You can just like taste the caffeine. It just tastes like a chemical. Other than water, you drink coffee? Yeah, me too. Yeah, Audrey's currently got a giant Red Bull that Audrey's got her wings from Red Bull. Let's see. Orangina. I've never had that.
What?
Orangina? Audrey is cackling at the ridiculousness of that name.
I thought you were telling me that stuff in the
No, that's a real drink. I've seen it. Yeah, that's the one. Kicked a diet do habit by being super sick of her Christmas break and then quitting cold turkey.
I did that a couple times and I
And not noticing the NutraSweet headache. It's not a NutraSweet headache. It is the caffeine that gives you the headache. That's the thing you're addicted to. You wish Mountain Dew did more diet flavors? Yeah, I mean, I guess.
The new diet one that gave me and got me sick.
Was that Diet Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Audrey had one of the new Diet Coke flavors. They're doing all these like fruit flavored Diet Cokes, and it was feisty cherry, and apparently it's got like cinnamon or some kind of spicy stuff in it. But it made Audrey like immediately ill. Like her stomach and throat and mouth just burned.
Like not a spicy way, but like an ache.
Yeah, like not in a spicy way, but just like an ache. Like gave her a stomach and throat ache. And she Googled it, and there are widespread reports that that stuff's just burning people down. So don't get feisty cherry. Jolt was a dare. Yeah, it was gross. Orangina? Oh, Orangina. I mean, whatever, this made-up fairy tale drink. I was going to keep saying Orangina, because I don't care. Let's see, what's some of the most dodgy adverts you ever see? Oh, interesting. I've never seen any. Cinnamon soda is grody? Yeah, I believe it. So everybody knows it's Orangina. I've only ever seen like one bottle or can or something of it. Sounds dirty? Yeah, it does. That's why Audrey was giggling in the front seat like a schoolgirl. Feisty cherry was icky. The lime was bad too. Don't try the lime. I think Audrey's off of those. She's not gonna try anymore.
I'm gonna laugh more if you start talking about something.
I'm not even gonna repeat what Audrey just said. She's foul.
What? It's a pen.
Yeah. So she's gonna laugh more if I start talking about the Kung Fu fountain pen, which is very unfortunately named for sure. English language is full of pronunciation pitfalls. That's correct. San Pellegrino lemon. I've had San Pellegrino. I think I've only had the orange though, and I mean it's okay, but I'm not a big fan. It tastes more like seltzer than the others. I don't really like seltzer that much. Which fountain pen? Oh, the Platinum 3776 Kumpoo. 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 Yeah, just came out. How did it pass for a name? Oh, because it's named after like a resort town in Japan or something, I think. And Pellegrino lemon is too sharp. Yep. Yeah, look it up. It's a really cool looking pen. It just dropped. I think I'll probably skip it. It's a little more expensive than I'd like. Although those waves look really rad. And I was looking at I think it was Anderson Pens had a video up of it on Instagram or something where they were unscrewing the cap from the body, and it looks totally awesome when you unscrew it just because of the way the waves move. I don't know. I love the looks and the texture. Does it have a texture on the outside? Like, can you feel the waves on the outside, or is it just smooth? I haven't seen one in person yet. You get the Lavenda for a heck of a deal? Yeah, good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those. Did you get? Oh, you got the pink one, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's like $260 or something. It's up there. I'm not sure why they jacked it up so much, but oh, the waves on the outside, not the inside. Well, now I kind of want it. That's cool. And they look rad, so. I actually really like their textured pens. The Nice Pure is my hands down favorite from them, I think. So, you know. Sorry. He's apologizing because now I want it. Like, damn it. Yeah. Yeah, Jesse, I know. I know. But also, those platinum pens are great. There's, yeah. Well, you got one that was, I think your pink one was a little bit too dry. And to like wet it up a little bit. Yeah. No, not a big fan of 3776. Don't like the nibs on them. Even the UK price is a bit steep. Huh. Can't justify the special edition when the base model is so much cheaper on Amazon. Yeah, the base models are real cheap on Amazon. Like even in the US, they're like $75 for like the burger. I don't know. I'm gonna say burgundy because I'm not gonna try the French. Yeah, I mean, I got my Nice Pure when it was cheaper. I think it was like I forget. It was before they raised the price. So 130, maybe 150. Got yours for 195 pounds from Cult Pens, so about 240. Still got a deal. In the US, it's like 260 is the street price, which is a little steep. A little steep. Oh, Rakuten? Yeah. It's not. Oh. Is it cheaper there? Have you checked? No. Yeah, get it straight from Japan, I guess, if you can. 195 pounds is too much. We can get an M600 for 210.
Well, if you're...
Yeah, we can't come close to those prices here. Waiting on a custom 74 to arrive. Oh yeah, those are really good. It's debating between that and the 3776. They're very different feeling pens, which is weird because they're basically the same shape, but they do feel very differently, and the nibs are very different. The custom 74 is much wetter in my experience than any of the platinums. Most places in Europe had the Kumpu for 330, so about 200. Yeah, that's about right. Prefer the custom 74 to 3. Yeah, I mean they're both very good. I've got both, so yeah, I like them. All right, folks. Very different pens indeed. Yeah, super different. Just different in all ways, really, but very good. Both are good. I do kind of wish there were more 3776s. Like, I mean, they have like 3 or 4 different colors, but not that many. If they would do some special editions of those or something, I would get more. I don't have an orange one. I still don't have an orange one yet. What's the music choice for the road trips? Audrey controls the radio. It's currently off because YouTube will give me a copyright strike if I have any music in the background. Actually, that video I did where I was just building IKEA furniture, I had some like classical music playing in the background, and I couldn't even hear it, but YouTube sent me an email saying, hey, at this time code, you played, this music was on your video, and so now if you post it, there will be ads on it, and the ad revenue will go to that person. So yeah, I know, right? So the music has been off for a while, but Audrey controls the radio. We've got the Sirius XM thing, so I don't know, whatever's on. When I drive, I put on podcasts, and Audrey endures them. I like to listen to talk radio when I drive. I'm not really a music guy. So yeah. So I don't know, we'll probably see whatever's on XM, but, you know. Waiting on an orange, different arrow and burn orange, and Kara's Custom ink in orange to be arriving around the same time. Hey, nice. Yeah, I'm glad that Kara's Custom brought back the orange. They were having a bit of a problem with their anodizer and orange stuff. Yep. Oh yeah, for like 2 or 3 years they haven't had oranges. I've got an orange Fountain K. Podcast recommendations. You know, my favorite podcast just ended. It was called We Have Concerns. There are like 600 episodes of it, and they're going to leave those up. So check out We Have Concerns. It's kind of like comedy, science, philosophy, and they're only like 18 to 20 minutes long. It's 2 guys who are like comedian, presenter sort of dudes. They're very good. That's probably my favorite. I also listen to the Giant Beast Cast. I know one of the guys on there. It's like a video game podcast. I listen to Put Your Hands Together with Cameron Esposito and Rita Butcher. It's like just a comedy stand-up show, basically. They just podcast the stand-up show. I don't listen to any gardening podcasts, actually, none at all. Yeah, the Orange Diplomat is awesome looking. Anytime I listen to Philosophize This. You know, I've listened to Philosophize This like 2 or 3 times. I haven't really gotten into it, probably because I do philosophy as a profession, and so, I don't know, when I'm listening to podcasts, I don't want it to feel like work. But I just haven't really gotten into any philosophy podcasts. So I've got Philosophize This, I've got, there's one called like History of Philosophy Without Any Breaks or something like that. I forget, I've listened to that once or twice. There are like 2 or 3 philosophy podcasts, but I haven't really listened to too many. There are a couple of history podcasts I listen to, although I can't remember the Hardcore History. I'll listen to one of those if they have an interesting series going on. I'll listen to, there's one called The Dollop that I used to listen to. Nice to see he has a really nice garden. He's got great landscaping, good plants. Seattle is a good place to grow plants, I guess. Yeah, Matt does good stuff out there. And it's nice to see Matt doing video a little bit. He does a good job. So yeah, those are my podcast recommendations. But my podcast recommendations are usually like, I listen to a lot of comedy stuff just because that's what I like to do in my spare time. So that. But I don't really listen to any tech podcasts. Listen to DLC, which is another video game one. You want to hire him for your backyard? Yeah, me too. He should come over and shovel some mulch for me. I just got a pile of mulch to deliver that's it's 5 yards of mulch, which is about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. So, you know. No, I don't listen to Nerdist. Screw that guy. He changed his name to ID10T, which is idiot. But no, I don't listen to Chris Hardwick anymore. I haven't in a while, but now I super don't. I used to drink a bottle of Monteverde. Yeah, good. And a Mad Pin case. That is all the things that you need. Yeah, I really like getting their deals on those things. I've got 3 or 4 big bottles of Monteverde from the last time they did a sale. I forget what I was paying for them, but it ended up being like $5 or $6 a bottle or something for the 90 mils. Super good deal. So I bought 3, 3. But anyway, well, y'all, it's been 73 minutes according to my counter, and I have like almost no power left. So I'm gonna have to let you go. But thanks for hanging out with me on the drive. We've got another several hours to go. But I will see y'all later. And, oh, and here's Scraggles. We haven't had a Scraggle update in a little while. There it is. Yeah. How do you think about that? Yeah, she's chilling out. Let's see. Shocked to see Goulet Pens put the arrow on their best pens to cap video and they omitted the Prera. You know, I've never actually gotten a Prera. I don't understand. I don't like it. It's a tiny pen. It's way overpriced, and the nib is the same thing you get on the Metro. I'm not paying $50 for a Metro nib because I don't like those. So, you know, oh, I have 10% remaining apparently. But yeah, no, actually the Arrow is very pleasing to cap. I actually have a video that I'm gonna make in the near future about the new and the old Arrow cap systems because they just changed it. And I was at trivia and I passed it around to some of my non-pen friends, and they were all kind of freaking out about how, you know, how cool the cap mechanism felt. So. While I haven't seen that Goulet video, I'm with them on that one. I think that one is a very good pen to cap. So thank you for all the safe travels. We will do our best not to die. Hey Braden, welcome. I got my Colorverse ink in the mail today, by the way. So I'll be writing with that soon. I actually inked up pens with it and then left them on my desk at home. So screwed up, but what are you gonna do? Realistically. What are you going to do? All right, y'all, I'm signing off. Audrey.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
I'm out of here. Scraggles is out of here. And we'll see you next week and on the interwebs. Peace out.